Backside Tailslides. It's a crowd pleaser. It's an all-around good-looking, good-feeling trick that shows that you've achieved some level of mastery over your skateboard. So, today we're going to get into how to learn a backside tailslide. So the best way to start learning this trick is, it's a bus stop trick. And what I mean by that is, I learned this trick when I'm waiting for the bus and just trying to do them on an unwaxed curb. So the hardest part is to just learn how to ollie backside and blind like that onto the ledge. It's really tricky and it feels pretty scary. But the best way you can start is by starting on a totally unwaxed curb and just spend a lot of time doing that in your spare time. So you're not gonna get anywhere with this trick if you don't already have a backside 180. So you wanna make sure you have backside 180s pretty solid. So let's head on over to the unwaxed curb and try out this bus stop trick. I think this one will suffice. Nice and low, shorter than my hand. So the whole idea here is you're gonna ride up to the ledge at an angle. And you can even go as much as up to a 45-degree angle or so. You're gonna ride up to the ledge and just ollie backside and try and plant that tail right there. So results may vary, but basically what you're going to be doing is I ride up to the curb with my shoulder already turned a little bit. I'm ready to turn backside as I'm riding up to it. And then again, it's just a simple 90-degree ollie. You don't have to get in totally square. A lot of the time when you get into a backside tailslide, you actually kind of get in right about here and it gets pushed the rest of the way. So I would recommend trying those on an unwaxed curb for a long time. Don't worry about coming off. I mean, that part will come naturally eventually when you start sliding them. So once you've mastered getting onto an unwaxed curb, and I really recommend doing an unwaxed curb for a while, otherwise you can do one of these slams right here. Those are pretty unpleasant. But anyways, once you've mastered the unwaxed curb, let's go on to a waxed curb. So it'll be exactly like that, all one continuous motion, just basically doing a 180 at the ledge and coming out. So take note, when I come to do a backside tailslide, I don't come at a lot of an angle. If I'm gonna come out to fakie, I might increase the angle by a few degrees. But I'm gonna start trying to come out to regular, and you'll see I come at it pretty straight. So now let's get into what it takes to come out regular. When I'm coming at the ledge to come back out regular, I keep my shoulders open, both when getting into it and while I'm sliding on the ledge. I keep my shoulders open so that as I'm sliding, I'm able to just pop back this way. One tip about backside tailslides is once you're comfortable with them, they're definitely the kind of trick that works way better going actually really fast. And it's the kind of trick where you can really lean into it and push. And that's part of the reason they look so rad. You gotta think of like vintage 90s Mike Carroll photos where he's all laid out and looking back that way. And that's why backside tailslides look so rad. There's that torquing of the body. And when you go to fakie, they don't have quite the same appeal. I'm just realizing I haven't told you actually how to come out of those. But the thing is because coming back out to regular is pretty intuitive. And that's why you see so many people do them once they've gotten them. Because coming back out to regular, you keep your shoulders open and you're on the ball of your foot and you just naturally come off. Like you don't actually have to try. In fact, the hardest thing is to hold a backside tailslide for a really long time. Now, I'm not actually very good at those, and I'm also not good at popping out of backside tailslides, so can't help you guys with any of that stuff. But Let's try one more backside tail slide, slow it down, and you'll see what I mean, how I just kind of like, I hold it as long as I can and I just naturally come out. The friction from your wheels on the ledge just kind of pushes you that way. So I actually kept trying those for quite a lot longer than I needed to, I think, but it's because I was just having a lot of fun booking and doing those. I hope this video helps give you some inspiration and some helpful pointers to maybe get such a beloved trick under your belt.